What's happening? What's happening, man? What's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy Too Real from Really Speaking the Podcast, man. It's 2024. Happy New Year's to everybody, man. I've been under the weather. I brought my New Year's in a little different this year. You know what I'm saying? I've been kind of sick. They got that RSV shit floating around. A lot of people out here kicking it sick, sending their kids to school sick, but I'm getting in better spirits. I'm feeling good, man. I appreciate everybody, man. How did y'all bring it out 2024? Me personally, I started my year off this year in church. You know, I had went to the church. Last time I did that was 2012. And it's crazy how God worked. Think about that. 12 years later, I bring my year in the church. And if I go back 12 years, that was one of my best years. You know what I'm saying? Career-wise, things I had going on with the music. And it was a lot of things working out for me. And you know, after I left the church, you know, church was over at 12. You know, I went home for a little bit, and then I went to the Boosie and Webby concert. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good throwback night, just remembering all the jams that Boosie and Webby had together, man. So right after they got done performing, about like 3-something, immediately went home, and man, I brought my New Year's in a great spirit, and it was just one of them. It was one of them good feelings, and man, I'm very enthused by 2024 and what it got to offer, but I'm more on not talking. It's like less talk, more actions. It's like, I was just telling my partner the other day, like, man, it's a lot of people that's going to be in the gym for like the first 3 days, fall out, first week, fall out, first 2 weeks, because I feel like you should set goals at the top of the year. You should set goals all year. And I ain't never been that New Year's revolution, do year, do me. That ain't never been how I rock. So yeah, man, for the most part, I brought my New Year's in on top, feeling good, great spirits. Man, shout out to my pastor, Dr. Tipton, Steve Tipton, man, good brother. He used to be my college professor when I was going to Stanford Brown, and it was crazy because I seen him at a funeral at a church, and I'm like, and he got up and started preaching, and I'm like, that's my teacher. I ain't seen him in over a decade. And I talked to him after, like, hey, he was my, I'm like, this your church? He's like, yeah. I'm like, man, I'm gonna stop by one Sunday. On the way out the door, it was another man I seen that he was the dude who used to come to the prisons and preach. And I'm like, what's the coincidence of my teacher becoming a preacher? The man that used to preach to me, all in the same building, because I'm coming to my cousin's funeral. Her mother passed. And I'm like, wow. So I made them connections, man, and I crossed some T's and I dotted them I's, and I came through, man, and I found me a pretty decent church home. I know a lot of people don't believe in church and all that. I believe in God no matter what I'm doing. So that's another story. But Katt Williams, I know y'all have seen it. I know y'all have seen it. I know y'all have heard the interview. I watched the interview probably like 3-4 times. The man is dropping some of the best gems life got to offer on there. I ain't talking about the messy stuff. I'm talking about this the year of the truth teller. Like, the truth telling has got to come out. It got to come forward. And man, he said so many gems, man. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but he had this one quote. He said, winners are not allowed to let losers rewrite history. And if you see it all over the internet now, man, you see a lot of fact checking. You know, there's a lot of blogs covering this, the hottest thing on the internet. Me personally, man, I feel like Katt Williams is my top, out of the top, if you say top 5, he in my top 5. My top 5 a little different from y'all's. I love comedy. Bernie Mac, rest in peace. He number 1 to me. You got Katt Williams. He my number 2. Martin Lawrence, definitely my number 3 comedian. It's just like, he's very underrated. Them Def Comedy Jam days, Martin Lawrence was that dude. Before Chris Tucker became Christian All Godly, you go back to them Def Jam tapes, Chris Tucker was best. He was one of them ones. I really rock with Chris Rock. And last but not least, man, Eddie Griffin. You can't forget about Eddie Griffin, man. If Eddie Griffin get on one of them couches and really, really let it go like Katt, Eddie Griffin got some stories too. So Eddie Griffin definitely was in my top 5. So it's Bernie Mac, Katt Williams, Martin Lawrence, Chris Tucker, Eddie Griffin, in that order, man. And also like the quote about I'm the richest man ever. And he said, not because I got a lot of money, because I wake up every day and it's nothing I don't have that I don't got. I got everything I need. And the things that I do that I don't have, it's not because I can't go get it. I can go get it if I want to. And he said, I never look at anything someone doing if I don't want that. And that was some gems, man. If you break that down and process the information, a lot of us be looking at people's lives, and it's like sometimes we think we want it, but we truly don't want that. We don't want them struggles. We don't want them headaches, because the more money, the more fame, the more problems. Y'all know that. Interview over 30 million right now in 3 days. That just speak volumes to the way the truth has invaded 2024. Man, I'm excited about what we got going on, man. Really, speaking of podcasts, I've been invited out to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to a big podcast meeting, man. All podcasters, I wish y'all would have caught it. Charlamagne the God, Wallow, all the big executives from the podcast world, YouTube space, they're going to be there. I'm going to be there in Philly, man, so I'm going to take y'all on that journey. I want to build my YouTube a little more. I just was the reason I ain't been putting a lot of videos up, because I've been trying to understand this stuff. Like, I've been behind the scenes working, reading. I don't want to be a dude that's just looking for a viral moment and posting things on my channel just because I'm trying to get engagement. No, man, I'm really trying to understand the business, so when I give y'all the real, y'all know how I rock, man. How was y'all New Year's, man? How y'all feel about coming into 2024? What's the spirit like? What's the vibe like? Man, make sure you leave a comment in the chat, man. Happy 2024 and many more. It's your boy Too Real, man. I'm signing out. Believe that.